Alright, I'm going to show you a few clips of the drag strip and what it ran and everything, then we'll talk about it at the end of the video. Alright guys, we're at the track. We're going to start running at 6:30, letting the intercooler pump for the heat exchanger run, pull everything down. Let's see what it runs. Alright guys, as you've seen in the videos, the best the car ran at the track was 11:11 first time out. When I got there, the DA was almost like 2,700 and didn't have a whole lot of cool down time. They started running at 6:30. I got there about 5:15. I let it set maybe an hour. Then about 9 o'clock, they started doing a gambler's race. It was a paid gambler's race, and there wasn't a whole lot of test and tuning going on in between that. About the time it started to really cool down outside, so. But I honestly think in a little bit better weather and DA that the car has a 1090 in it. It has at least another 10th or 2 in it. Just going to take some good weather and stuff to get it. But a lot of people don't understand. Just for example now, on the Dodge Demons, Dodge claims 9.65 quarter mile. Just because you got a 9-second capable car doesn't mean every time that you go to the track you're going to run a 9-second pass. You might run a 10.2 or something like that. There is a lot of factors, a lot of things that goes into it. It's just not go out there and run a 9-second pass every time you show up. It's not going to happen. There's a lot that goes into it. Track prep, your launching, your tires, everything, the temperature outside, the weather, just a lot of stuff goes into it. But that's what we managed to pull off so far. I'm going to try to go back in a week or two, and hopefully the weather's a little bit better. We'll see. But on my second pass, it shredded a belt, and I had to mess with the bracket a little bit on one of the spacers, because I had it off a few days before that to messing with some other things, and somehow or another it must have got off a little bit or something. But I wanted to pull the air filter off to see if it'd pick up anything at all, but I was afraid if it shredded another belt it would suck a chunk into the engine with no filter on it. So I'll probably have to look in to get me some kind of screen or something when I want to pull the filter off, to have something over it at least to catch all the belt particles and stuff or whatever, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and show you guys. I didn't film too much, just a couple little things, and some of the quality on the videos ain't the best, but the pictures and stuff will be in the video, the time slips. And I marked out the reaction time, because a lot of people honestly don't know how to read the time slip and thinks your overall ET is based on your reaction time. That's not true. Your reaction time is nothing more than how fast you react to the tree. You can sit there for 5 minutes on the line, and say if you run 11.0, you sit there 5 minutes, you'll still run 11.0. Don't matter what it is. Your reaction time has not a damn thing to do with your overall ET on your time slip. The only time that plays a part is when you're actually in a competition racing. You want to be quick off the line on that, quicker than the other guy off the line, and react faster to the tree. So you want to beat him out of the hole. That's the only time that plays a part. But all that measures is a reaction to you and that tree, how fast you can react to movement. But I just wanted to go over a few things, show you that, and hopefully next time out we'll break it into the 10s. It's got the power to break into the 10s. It's just going to take good weather. It's full weight. It ain't gutted out like most people. It ain't on race gas. It's on 93. A lot of people out there gut one completely out on the interior and take it to the track. Oh man, I've run big time. But yeah, it's a street car. I want to keep it a street car. If I wanted a race car, I'd gut it out completely, put Lexan windows in it and all that stuff. Anybody can gut one out, but I like to see true street cars making good passes. But that is pretty good for a pre-eagle. Like I said, pre-eagle heads, block. This car bone stock runs mid 14s, low 14s if you're lucky. Bone stock. So it's come a long way. And if it had an 8-speed transmission, it'd make a good difference too. But even the Hellcats, basing off of, now bone stock Hellcats, not the Red Eye, not the Demon, none of that. Bone stock Hellcats with just a drag radial, just a tire on them. They average anywhere from 1130 to 11.1 on average now. Now there are some guys out there that has managed to take a bone stock Hellcat with a tire and break it into the high 10s full weight. But on average, they run really low 11s. So we're right there what a stock Hellcat makes, and that's pretty good for a little 5.7 that ain't even stroked or nothing. This is not no stroker. It's stock bore, stock stroke with pistons, rods, cam, etc., etc. Stock transmission still yet, but it's got a stall in it and a 306 gear. We're pulleyed for 10 pound of boost. It's showing about 8.5 to 8.9 pound of boost peak. It's flowing pretty good. It's losing a pound or two with the headers on it and the cam and all that stuff. But it's flowing pretty good. And when we dynoed it and was tuning it, we actually held back a little bit. We had to stop. It was actually going to make more power, but we stopped at 18.5 degrees of timing. It was wanting more. And we was already at 627 wheel after running it back to back on a dyno and tuning it. So no doubt in my mind, if it was cooled all the way down, just to throw a number out there, it would probably break in 630s. It actually hit 634 on the dyno, but somehow or another he lost the graph and I couldn't get a picture of it in time. But that's in another video. But power, just because it makes a good number on a dyno doesn't mean it runs good. But a lot of people like to compare numbers. There's a lot left in it, and we just got to get a built transmission and a drive shaft and stuff so we can put that behind this and we can pull it down some more and turn it up a little bit more. The overall goal is to try to make 700, at least 700 wheel on 93, and probably just leave it alone. If I really wanted to and really wanted to spin this blower really hard, I could, and put race gas and stuff in it and go all out. I honestly think it would be pretty damn close to breaking 800 wheel on a dyno, maybe a little higher over. But that would be spinning it to its max, and really you don't want to do that on superchargers, because every supercharger has an efficiency range. Once you start going past that efficiency range, all you're doing is creating one major heat pump. Just nothing but hot air. That's why you see everybody with ice tanks, and they just run, they're able to make a pass or two, then their car is completely heat soaked. That's why the big interchiller stuff's taking off now. But I want to still keep this blower in the efficiency range if possible. But like I said, overall goal when I'm done with it, I'd like to get about 700 wheel out of it and just call it quits on this and just enjoy it. I still want to keep it at a level where I can still hop in it and go and drive and go to car shows and, you know, do everything. If you want to go out cruising, you go out cruising. Don't want to have to hop in it and worry about everything turning all to hell, you know. But I just wanted to go over a few little things in this video. Like and subscribe.